What kind of cut you trying to do? Two?
A little bit higher in the back.
Low taper. You like it low? You want to try a high one?
Yeah.
You want to try a high one? Yeah, I think that'll look better. You cool with enhancements?
Yeah.
Beard? What you trying to do? Trim it?
Yeah, shape it up.
Let's do it. For today's cut, as you can see, my client's a little thin in the front. It's not going to be too much of an issue since we are cutting it down. So I'm going to start off by picking his hair out, combing it out in the front, and I'm going to take it down with a 2. So this is the length he said he was looking for. I'm going to kind of graze it towards the front, as you'll see shortly, just because of those light areas. But, you know, each haircut, you do like a risk assessment. You just do an assessment in general. I knew this was going to be a pretty simple haircut, nothing too complicated. So and I did wash his hair before this just to give myself a fresh, clean canvas. That's why the hair was, you know, easy to comb through, easy to pick, because it wasn't matted or anything. So as you can see, I'm combing while I cut through with the 2. And I'm kind of flicking out towards his lineup just to be careful. And for the crown, following just the way his hair grows, just notice how it falls off like butter. Also, I've been receiving some negative comments, and I've never been, I don't take comments personal, I don't. But I don't respect negative comments if you've never commented before and you're a subscriber. I don't respect that. It's like you're not making yourself known unless it's for a negative reason. I don't like that. Now, if you're a loyal commenter, you comment on all the videos, positive feedback, and then maybe a few videos you give me some negative feedback, I'll respect that. I'll take that. Because it's like, all right, he or she is still, you know, contributing. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to say that. So for the taper, we're gonna do a high taper. And back to the topic we were just discussing. Now, if it's a video that's obviously going crazy and there's new people, that's different. But you know, if I see that you've been subscribed and you just like, come on, man, that ain't necessary. I accept all criticism, all feedback. I love it. It helps boost the video, positive or negative feedback. So I definitely welcome it. It's just a matter about respecting it. You feel me? So yeah. So we're gonna smooth out this taper. And notice how I'm compressing it. I'm not bringing it super high, because look at his head shape. I'm not trying to make it look like he has a mohawk or a burst fade. So we're gonna compress it. And when you compress it, you're gonna have to do that intricate detail work like how I'm doing now with the corner of my blade. And for the beard, we're just gonna fade it in. This took like 30 seconds, nothing crazy. And this side, same thing. Now this side was a little tricky because, as you can see, he kind of had that light spot. So I kind of ignored that it was there and didn't do my steps towards his vertical bars because we wanted to keep as much hair as possible. So this is just a part of the improvisation process where you just gotta work with what you got. I'm gonna shape up around his ear. And notice how that's super crispy. And these ain't even my sharp trimmers at all. So for the line, I'm gonna go with my 2 open. Want a free haircut? Go to this link down below for more info. And I'm gonna put some foam in there. this is gonna really lay the hair down. Even though the hair was pretty laid, I wanted it more laid. He also was trying to go back to his waves. So I say only use foam if the client doesn't really have waves and you just want to get him some ripples. If he has waves, don't use foam. It's gonna mess them up. So I put the dewy on, I rag him up, put some heat, let it marinate, and we gonna work on his beard. So complimenting his face shape. And he didn't have too much to work with, but we still made it as crispy as we could. So I leaned the chair back up because it made his neck crooked, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take my sabers, use like my soft trimmer, just hit the beard real quick. So for the line, my lineup process, it changes for each person. Sometimes I don't use anything. You don't really need all that extra stuff. You only need all that extra stuff if you're trying to get that white ash look. And I get it. On a black person, you kind of want that because it makes the lines stand out. You don't need it. So what I did, I just used some alcohol and some hairspray. Only reason I used alcohol and hairspray was because he had a bunch of foam. The trimmers would have rejected it because foam is grease. So nah. So we're gonna add some enhancements and we're gonna spray it a little dark. I ain't gonna hold you. To fill in those corners. Shout out Easy Blade. Promo codes on the screen. They just sent me some new razors. I'm gonna do an unboxing in one of my videos soon. And just stretching the skin as I go. The blade is gliding. I don't like it too exposed. I be cutting my clients when I do that. I like it tucked. This is how he came in. Sheesh. This is how he's leaving. Total transformation. It's 4. I'm out. Peace.